Before I get into today's video, I just want to say that I love each and every one of y'all. Hopefully, y'all taking care of yourselves. Y'all staying up, staying motivated, staying positive, staying disciplined, staying true to yourself. Always stay true to yourself. You can never be anybody else but yourself. I can never be anybody else. I can't be you that's watching this video. I can only be me. I love each and every one of y'all. It's going to be a quick video. I'm not going to be on here yapping too long, but I do want to talk about how being a good person really don't mean much. You feel me? It means something within your morals, within yourself, within, the life that you live by. But the outside world, the social medias and all that stuff, like when you're living by wise decisions and great meanings, that really don't get no praise for real. And all of us have had this thought. Like, dang, bro, I'm really sitting up here like being a great citizen. I'm paying my taxes, paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying off car notes, or I'm going to work every day. I'm just putting in so many hours. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you just thinking like, damn, I'm doing all this, but it still feel like I'm just getting left behind. It still feel like I'm not getting the same respect that somebody else who's probably making bank, being so greedy, probably got some crazy backstory, whoever it is, you feel me? Whoever it is. And it's like, they still getting that praise. They still, getting millions of dollars by the second. They still getting love on the internet. They talking about, there's people that don't even know them for real. They talking about they want to be like them. And it's like, damn. And eventually you're going to start thinking like, maybe I should turn into that person. But that's how it always be. You hate so much. And then eventually you turn into the things that you despise the most. So, I've always had this thought. And I was literally talking to my mom about this yesterday. Like, you try to be such a generous person. You try to stay within your ground. You don't try to go out the way extraordinary. People try to say, oh, you being too much egotistical. You got too much of an ego. You need to humble yourself. And you try to live by being humble, but being humble gets you nowhere. Yeah, people might notice you, but that's what, like 5 to 10 people that notice you being humble? Out of what? The millions that will notice somebody that's egotistical. Your favorite athlete, your favorite singer, your favorite dancer, your favorite artist, your favorite person in life has made it to where they needed to be by ego. That's just what it is. But they tell us to be humble. They tell us to not say certain things and don't, hey, remember where you came from and all that. Like, yeah, it's cool to remember where you come from, but that's not somewhere I just want to be staying at or somewhere I just want to glorify. Like, I don't want to glorify being from the slums. I'm not saying I'm from the slums, but I know there's people that might come across this video that have came from worse situations than me. Yeah, they might say, yeah, I came from there, but they don't want to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I came from there. I was going band for band going broke for broke. Ban for ban on poverty? Really? So, like, you can't get mad when the person wants to be egotistical, because majority of the time they had to get it themselves. Especially as us individuals, you feel me? We had to grow up the hardest way. And by us, I mean us. Yes, us. We had to go through the most depressing of times, the most heinous of acts being placed upon us. And I don't want to turn this into a race war, but you get what I'm saying. Like, you can't. So it's like, they tell us to be a good person, and you realize that it's just not amounting to nothing. It's not. And you just, and it's so crazy because all of this wouldn't be a factor if social media wasn't so prevalent in our lives. If social media was just something that was like a 5-year span, none of this would matter. You feel me? If AI wasn't so damn prevalent in today's world, there wouldn't be this increase of RAM. There wouldn't be these data, these data centers being built. There wouldn't be these facilities being created. You feel me? So it's like, if social media wasn't a thing, bro, a lot of us wouldn't even be thinking. I wouldn't even be thinking like this. I wouldn't be thinking, oh, I'm a good person, but I don't. I can't. I feel like I'm just not amounting to shit because we get on our phone and we see somebody that probably has some gossip about themselves, or you know that they did something crazy. Like I said earlier in the video, but it's like everybody don't want to see no good shit. Sometimes people want to see some negativity. There's literally quotes that people say all the time. Let's get negative. Oprah side always say, let's get negative. But that's a real thing now. Social media is negative. And so that's why when we think that, it dawns upon us. It demoralizes us. It makes us not even want to do the basic things that they even teach us in the school systems. So it's like, you always question being a good person. But what does being a good person what has it done for me? And I don't want to say fear, because if you living in fear, eventually you're gonna have to face it. No, yeah, you could be nervous, but fear is like, all right, you just not even like trying to think about it. Like, it's gonna happen. And when it happens, just prepare yourself. But realistically, overall, continue to be a good person. Like, continue to live within your morals. Do not let the media, do not let this phone, do not let no app make you change who you are. If anything, if you gonna look at it like that and be like, damn, like this person, yada, 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 use it as motivation to try to spread. It don't even got to be millions. Just spread the word, just spread the wisdom, just spread the positivity towards the hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands. You feel me? Because not everybody's going to hop on this content creation stuff and be a million views and 500,000 subscribers and all types of shit. Like, it's not everybody's going to be in that realm, but you can try to make a change. But don't change who you are just because we see a small percentage of people succeeding. And I'm not saying all people that are succeeding are just bad people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there are some out there in this world. Just like how there's good, there's bad. And the bad gets more glorified than the good. Just like the quote they always say, one bad apple spoils the bunch. You feel me? When you in kindergarten class and one person was talking, now everybody got to put the finger over their mouth like this with their hand behind their back. So, yeah, continue to be yourself. That's why I always say in every video that I make, and try to remember to say it, because we all need to really be ourselves and be our true selves. I love each and every one of y'all. Hopefully y'all relate to this. Hopefully y'all understand where I'm coming from. Let me know how y'all feel. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.